because there was a meeting last week to explain the results and how to read them. Okay, Luke Ross, this is yours.
Really don't just
Moya? Rebecca? Mateo? Brandon? Yeah. Well, no, first put in the question. You up? First complete the front page and then put it in your bag. First complete the front page. Julian? Natalia, you did finish it. Sorry. Oh, what happened? Yeah. Here we go. Jenna?
Because you're standing there, I thought
Julian, can you get yours, please? Yeah. Kendall?
yeah, with your finger right there.
You just need to fill this in here. The reason I wrote that is that I know if you understand how to do it. That's what tripped you up, not to understand. Yeah?
Do you have any there?
Well, have a look, there might be on the thing over there. William, yours? Willie? You've got to answer those two questions and then you take this home and have your mom sign it and bring it back. And Maria, Marika, Max,
Okay, so no, but
2/3.
yeah, okay, 2/3.
Well, there's like a thing called A12.
Ryan and Julia, you guys didn't finish yours. Could you come here, please? I guess you were out that day. I'd like you to see if you can work through this now and then start on the next thing. Tell me if you need help.
2 and 1/4. Yeah, 1/4, okay.
Julia, if you're not sure of something, just ask, keep it at your table or ask me. I'm happy to help because that was a while ago we did that.
Each 7. One more. 1. No, 7's my favorite number.
We already used 7.
No, I know, but like.
We haven't used my favorite number.
What's your favorite number?
Or maybe we
I would say within the fractions 1 is fine unless it's really short, then maybe do 2. But you do not have to do all of them. You can pick 1. If you really show well how to simplify a fraction, that's enough.
They're at last time. Okay.
Oops. 8/3 doesn't work.
So for example,
I got it.
I'll do it. What color?
so what you're doing is you're saying there's some numbers.
Do it small.
If not,
That's not exactly
I
small.
know. Okay.
Can't you just type on this? Seriously.
That's good.
There. Order.
We can type on it.
Yeah. You can? Oh, yeah, you can for sure. Okay, that's fine. I got it. I see the little A thing. Oh my god, where's the red thing about that? I know how to do it. Wait, oops.
So finding
No, it just changes where it is.
Put it in a different color.
and then like
When Jen was at my house, I was rubbing my teeth and made it fell out and we were in a tree.
That's like completely wrong. So, we need to run numbers in Excel.
Why don't we just do it on Moodboard or whatever? Save the image and then put it in here. No, because if we have the image, we can just say, first we need that.
No, because we've already done some of it. Okay, what round is this?
2/3.
That's my comma.
3/3. 3/6. Two and 4/5. 6, 8. 6, 8. We didn't use 1. Oh no, we did 1/4.
6, 8.
9 and 9/10. 7/7.
Hello, today I'm going to teach you about fractions. Now, there's many aspects to fractions, but I'm going to teach you only a few. Right now I'm going to show you how to convert fractions to decimals to percentages. For example, if I have 7, the decimal would be 0.7, and the answer would be 70%. Now, again, for 4, the decimal would be 0.4, and the answer would be 40%. Now, I will show you a method for adding fractions. Sorry. I'm going to redo that one. Twelfths, and then plus 4 twelfths would be, and then 9 twelfths. That would be an answer for. Hello, today I'm going to teach you about fractions. Now, there are many parts of fractions, such as, Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to use fractions. There are many different ways to use fractions, but today I'm going to only show you 3 different types. The first. Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to use fractions. There are many different ways to use fractions, but for our purposes we're only going to use 3 different methods today. Right now I'm going to show you the first method, which is converting fractions to decimals to percentages. Now, this is pretty simple. So, let's say that we have a fraction is 4. The decimal would be 0.4, and the percent would be 40%. Easy enough. Now, let's use a bigger number, like 7. We would have the fraction as 7. The decimal would be 0.7, and the answer would be 70%. Now, I'm going to show you how to add fractions. So, let's say we have 3/5 and plus 7/10. Now, we have to look at the 5. 5 fits into 10, so we can turn that 5 into a 10. So, we can keep the 7, 10, and then we can turn that 5 into a 10 and keep 3, 10. Now, the answer would be 11, 10. Now, 11 is too big to fit into 10, so we're going to put one hole into there. Now, I'm going to show you how to subtract fractions. So we have 10 15ths and 6 15ths. Now, since 15 is the same, all we have to do is put 10 15ths, and the answer would be 4 15ths. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to use different types of methods for fractions. There are many different ways to use fractions, but today I'm going to only use 3. Hello, I'm going to teach you how to use fractions. There are many different ways to use fractions, but for our purposes, I'm only going to show you 2 methods. The first method is simple. Converting numbers to decimals to percentages. Let's say the number is 4. Then the decimal would be 0.4, and percent would be 40%. Let's say, I'm going to show you again. Let's say the number is 7. Then the decimal would be 0.7, and it would be 70%. I'm going to show you a way to add fractions now. So, let's say the numbers, we have 3 fifths plus 7 tenths. Now, before we do anything, we have to look at the number. 5 works into 10, so we can turn that 5 into a 10. Keep the 7 tenths, and then we can turn 5 into a 10, so 10 thirds. Now, 3 plus 7 equals 11. Now, 11 is too big to fit into 10, so we can have 1 whole. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use fractions. Now, there are many different ways to use fractions, but for our purposes, I'm going to show you one method. You're going to take, the method is taking fractions, converting them to decimals to percentages. So, 40 hundredths will turn into 0.4 to 70%. Let's say we have 70 hundredths, do 0.7 to 70%. Hello, I'm going to teach you how to use a method for a fraction. The method is taking fractions, converting them to decimals, then to percentages. For example, if we had 40 over 100, we turn into 0.4 to 40%. Now, let's say we have 70. It would be 70 hundredths to 0.7 to 70%.